Ladies and gentlemen, imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the unknown below. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and every fiber of your being screams, "Don't jump!" That feeling of fear is something we all know too well. But what if I told you that fear isn't the enemy? What if I told you that the key to living boldly, to achieving greatness, and to creating the life you've always dreamed of is learning to embrace fear, not avoid it? In today's speech, we're going to dive deep into the power of fear and how you can use it to propel yourself forward. Steve Harvey's journey is a living example of how fear, when confronted head-on, can become the fuel that drives you to success. It's time to stop letting fear hold you back and start using it as your greatest ally. Keep watching, because what you're about to hear could change the way you approach fear and your life forever. Fear is not an obstacle that only affects the weak or the unprepared. It's a universal experience. Every person at some point in their life has felt fear. It could be the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, or the fear of the unknown. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to act despite it. Fear is not something to avoid. It's a signal that you're stepping into new territory, that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and that you're on the brink of something great. When we understand that fear is simply a natural part of the human experience, we can begin to harness its power instead of letting it control us. Steve Harvey's story is a perfect example of how fear doesn't have to hold you back. It can propel you forward. Early in his career, Harvey faced countless fears. He had no guarantees of success, no safety net, and no clear path forward. He was terrified to take risks, unsure of whether he was good enough to succeed. But instead of letting fear paralyze him, he chose to move forward anyway. Harvey took action, even when he was scared. He performed comedy in clubs with no audience. He faced rejection after rejection, and he stepped into situations that were completely unfamiliar to him. And with each step, he realized that fear wasn't a sign that he should stop. It was a sign that he was moving in the right direction. Fear, in its essence, is a signal that you're about to do something significant. When you're comfortable, when you're not stretching yourself, when you're not challenging your limits, fear doesn't show up. But when you're on the edge of growth, when you're pushing yourself to achieve something bigger than you've ever done before, fear inevitably appears. It's a sign that you're stepping into new territory, that you're expanding your comfort zone, and that you're on the path to personal growth. The key is not to avoid fear, but to use it as a tool to propel you forward. Think about it. Every successful person, from entrepreneurs to athletes to performers, has faced fear. They didn't let it stop them. Instead, they used it to fuel their determination. They knew that fear wasn't a signal to retreat. It was a signal to go forward with courage. Harvey's life is a testament to this truth. He didn't let fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown stop him. Instead, he embraced it, moved through it, and used it as a driving force to achieve his dream. Fear is not the enemy. It's the catalyst for change. It's the signal that you're on the verge of something great. When you understand that fear is a natural part of the journey, you can begin to move forward with confidence, knowing that it's simply a sign that you're growing, evolving, and stepping into your full potential. So the next time fear shows up in your life, don't run from it. Embrace it, use it, and let it push you toward your greatest achievements. Fear is not here to stop you. It's here to show you that you're about to do something amazing. The power of taking action in the face of fear cannot be overstated. Fear, when left unchecked, can paralyze us, keeping us stuck in a cycle of doubt and inaction. It tells us to wait for the perfect moment, to wait until we feel completely ready, or to wait until all the pieces fall into place. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. There will never be a time when you feel completely ready. The only way to overcome fear is to take action despite it. Steve Harvey's journey to success is a perfect example of how taking action, even when you're scared, is the key to breaking free from fear's grip. He didn't wait for the fear to disappear before stepping onto the stage or pursuing his dreams. In fact, he often stepped into situations where he had no idea what would happen next, but he did it anyway. He understood that the only way to conquer fear was to move forward, even if he wasn't sure of the outcome. When you take action in the face of fear, you begin to dismantle its power. Fear thrives in the absence of movement. The longer you hesitate, the more powerful fear becomes. But when you take that first step, even if it's small, you break the cycle of inaction. You show yourself that you are capable of moving forward even when things are uncertain. And with each subsequent step, the fear loses its hold on you. Taking action in the face of fear doesn't mean you're not scared. It means you're choosing to act despite the fear. Steve Harvey didn't stop being scared when he started his career, but he kept moving forward. He didn't wait until he had all the answers or until he felt completely confident. He took the stage night after night, even though he was terrified, and each time he did, he grew stronger and more confident. The more he acted, the more he proved to himself that fear was not something to be afraid of, it was something to move through. The key to overcoming fear is not to wait for it to go away, but to take action anyway. The more you take action, the more you prove to yourself that fear doesn't have the power to stop you. Each step you take in the face of fear is a victory, and each victory builds your confidence. The more you take action, the more confident you become in your ability to handle whatever challenges come your way. It's important to remember that fear is not something that goes away once you've taken one step. It will continue to show up, especially when you're pushing yourself to grow and take risk. But the difference is that with each action you take, you become more comfortable with the discomfort. You start to understand that fear is simply a signal that you're doing something important, something that will help you grow. And with that understanding, you become unstoppable. So the next time fear shows up in your life, don't wait for it to disappear. Take action, even if it's small. The more you move forward, the more you prove to yourself that fear cannot stop you. Each step you take in the face of fear builds your confidence and brings you one step closer to the success you desire. The key to living boldly is not waiting for fear to disappear, is moving forward despite it. And when you do, you'll find that fear loses its power over you. Failure is one of the most powerful teachers in life, yet many of us fear it more than anything else. We see failure as the end of the road, a final verdict on our abilities and potential. But what if failure wasn't the end? What if it was simply a part of the journey, a necessary step towards success? Steve Harvey's life is a living testament to the idea that failure is not something to avoid, but something to embrace and learn from. He didn't reach his level of success by avoiding failure. He reached it by failing, learning from those failures, and continuing to push forward despite them. Harvey's journey was filled with setbacks. He faced rejection, humiliation, and countless moments when things didn't go as planned. There were times when he was homeless, struggling to make ends meet, and wondering if his dreams would ever come true. But instead of letting these failures define him, Harvey chose to learn from them. He understood that failure wasn't an indication of his worth or ability. It was simply a sign that he was trying, that he was pushing himself to do something he hadn't done before. Each failure Harvey experienced taught him something valuable. It showed him what didn't work, but it also revealed what he needed to do differently. Failure helped him refine his craft, sharpen his skills, and develop the resilience that would later become the foundation of his success. He realized that failure was not a reflection of his potential, but a tool for growth. It was through failure that he learned to persevere, to stay focused on his goals, and to keep going even when things seemed impossible. The key to overcoming the fear of failure is understanding that failure is not final. It's temporary. When you fail, it doesn't mean that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. It simply means that you're learning, growing, and getting closer to your goal. Each failure is an opportunity to improve, to refine your approach, and to try again with greater knowledge and experience. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they can count, but they didn't let those failures stop them. They used them to fuel their determination and to keep moving forward. Harvey's message is clear. Failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It's through failure that we develop the resilience, perseverance, and strength needed to achieve our dreams. When we accept failure as part of the process, we can stop letting it hold us back. Instead of seeing failure as a roadblock, we can see it as a stepping stone, a necessary part of the journey to success. The next time you fail, remember that it's not the end of the road. It's simply a lesson, a moment of growth, and an opportunity to get one step closer to your goals. Don't be afraid of failure. Use it to propel yourself forward. With each failure, you become stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the success that lies ahead. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's an essential part of the journey that will help you reach your fullest potential. Self-belief is the foundation of confidence, and it is the driving force that propels you toward your goals, even in the face of fear and uncertainty. It's easy to look at successful people and assume they have some secret advantage, that they were somehow born with an innate confidence that others don't possess. But the truth is, self-belief is something that is cultivated, not inherited. Steve Harvey's rise to success wasn't a result of luck or perfect circumstances. It was a result of his unwavering belief in himself, even when the odds were stacked against him. Harvey's life was far from easy. He didn't come from wealth or privilege, and he faced numerous challenges on his path to success. There were times when he doubted himself, when he questioned whether he was good enough or capable of achieving his dreams. But the difference between him and many others is that he didn't let those doubts control him. He chose to, and that belief gave him the strength to keep going even when everything seemed to be falling apart. Self-belief is not about arrogance or thinking that you're better than others. It's about recognizing your own worth, understanding that you have the ability to overcome challenges, and trusting that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to. It's about knowing that setbacks are not signs of failure, but opportunities to learn and grow. Harvey's belief in himself wasn't based on his current circumstances or the opinions of others. It was based on the understanding that he had the power to shape his own destiny. One of the most important aspects of self-belief is the ability to silence the negative voices, both external and internal, that tell you that you can't succeed. We all have moments of doubt, and we all encounter people who question our abilities or criticize our dreams. But when you believe in yourself, you learn to tune out those voices and trust your own judgment. Harvey often talks about the importance of ignoring the negativity of others and focusing on your own vision. He didn't let the opinions of others define his path. He trusted his instincts and believed that he was capable of achieving greatness, even when others didn't see it. Self-belief is also about taking responsibility for your own success. It's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things don't go as planned. But true self-belief comes from understanding that you are in control of your own destiny. You may not be able to control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond to those challenges. Harvey's success didn't come from waiting for the perfect opportunity or from relying on others to make things happen for him. It came from his belief that he could create his own opportunities, that he could turn his dreams into reality through hard work, determination, and persistence. When you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. You stop waiting for permission or validation from others, and you start taking action toward your goals. You stop letting fear or doubt hold you back, and you start embracing the challenges that come with pursuing your dreams. Self-belief doesn't mean that you won't face obstacles or setback. It means that you'll have the resilience to keep going, even when things get tough. The key to building self-belief is to start small. Begin by acknowledging your strengths and achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Celebrate the progress you've made and use that as fuel to keep moving forward. Surround yourself with positive influences and people who support your vision, and distance yourself from negativity. Trust that you are capable of achieving your goals and take consistent action toward them, even when fear tries to hold you back. In the end, self-belief is the most powerful tool you have to overcome obstacles, conquer fear, and achieve your dreams. When you truly believe in yourself, you'll find that there is nothing that can stop you from reaching your full potential. So, start today. Believe in yourself, trust your journey, and take bold steps toward the life you've always dreamed of. Living boldly is about stepping outside of your comfort zone and embracing the unknown, taking risks and trusting that the rewards are worth the effort. Too often we allow fear and uncertainty to keep us in a place of safety and predictability. But it's in those moments of uncertainty that the greatest opportunities for growth and success lie. Steve Harvey's life is a prime example of how living boldly can lead to extraordinary achievements. He didn't play it safe, and he didn't wait for the perfect conditions to pursue his dreams. Instead, he took risks, embraced the unknown, and trusted that by doing so, he would find the success he was looking for. One of the most important aspects of living boldly is the willingness to take risks. Taking risks doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind or making reckless decisions. It means being willing to step into situations that are uncertain, that challenge you, and that push you to grow. Harvey took risks in every stage of his career, whether it was leaving a stable job to pursue comedy or taking on a new venture in television. Each time he faced the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and the fear of rejection. But he didn't let those fears stop him. Instead, he chose to move forward, even when the outcome was uncertain. By taking those risks, he opened doors to opportunities he could never have imagined if he had stayed in his comfort zone. Living boldly also means embracing failure as part of the process. We often think of failure as something to avoid, something that signals we're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of success. Every successful person has faced failure, but they didn't let it stop them. They used it as a stepping stone, a lesson in what didn't work, and an opportunity to try again with more knowledge and experience. Harvey's journey was filled with failures. He was rejected, he faced setbacks, and he had moments when it seemed like his dreams were slipping away. But instead of giving up, he embraced failure as a natural part of the journey. He understood that failure wasn't the end, it was simply a detour that led him to greater things. Another key aspect of living boldly is trusting the process, even when things don't make sense. When you're living boldly, you don't always have all the answers. You don't always know how things will turn out, and there will be moments of doubt. But the key is to keep moving forward, to trust that the steps you're taking are leading you toward something greater. Harvey often talks about the importance of trusting the journey, even when the path isn't clear. He didn't always know how things would work out, but he trusted that by taking action, by staying focused, and by continuing to move forward, he would eventually reach his destination. Living boldly also means believing in yourself and your abilities. When you step into the unknown, you're essentially saying, I trust myself to handle whatever comes my way. It's about having confidence in your own resilience, knowing that you have the strength to overcome challenges and navigate through uncertainty. Harvey's success didn't come from waiting for someone else to give him permission or to validate his dreams. It came from his belief in himself, his vision, and his ability to figure things out as he went along. Ultimately, living boldly is about embracing the discomfort of growth, knowing that it's through those uncomfortable moments that you'll find the greatest rewards. It's about taking risks, learning from failure, trusting the process, and believing in yourself. When you live boldly, you open yourself up to endless possibilities and opportunities. You stop letting fear hold you back, and you start moving toward the life you've always dreamed of. So, take the leap, trust the journey, and live boldly. The rewards are waiting for you on the other side of fear and uncertainty. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not something that happens overnight, nor is it a linear path. The road to success is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But the key to achieving lasting success lies in persistence. It's about continuing to push forward, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. Steve Harvey's life is a powerful example of how persistence is the key to overcoming obstacles and reaching your goal. He didn't achieve success by taking the easy route or by avoiding challenges. He achieved it by never giving up, even when the odds were stacked against him. Harvey faced countless obstacles on his path to success. He struggled with homelessness, rejection, and failure. There were times when it seemed like his dreams would never come true, and many people around him doubted his ability to succeed. But despite the setbacks, Harvey kept going. He didn't let failure define him. He let it fuel his determination. Each time he faced a challenge, he used it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become strong. He understood that success wasn't about avoiding obstacles. It was about facing them head on and pushing through them. Persistence is about having the courage to keep going even when you don't see immediate results. It's about understanding that success takes time and that the road to achieving your dreams is rarely smooth. Harvey often talks about how he had to keep going even when it felt like nothing was working. He didn't let the lack of immediate success stop him from continually to pursue his goals. He knew that persistence was the key to eventual success, and he trusted that his hard work would pay off in the end. One of the most important aspects of persistence is resilience. It's the ability to bounce back from failure, to keep going even when things don't go as planned. Resilience is what allows you to face challenges without losing hope. Harvey's life is a testament to the power of resilience. He didn't let rejection or failure stop him from pursuing his dreams. He kept moving forward, and each setback made him stronger and more determined. Resilience is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It's the ability to keep going when everyone else has given up. And it's the belief that you can overcome any obstacle, no matter how difficult it may seem. Persistence also requires patience. Success doesn't happen overnight, and there will be times when it feels like progress is slow. But the key is to keep moving forward, even when the results aren't immediately visible. Harvey's success didn't come quickly, and there were times when it seemed like he would never make it. But he trusted the process, and he knew that each small step he took was getting him closer to his goal. Patience is crucial in the pursuit of success because it allows you to stay focused and motivated even when things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like. The final aspect of persistence is the ability to stay focused on your goals even when distractions arise. Life is full of distractions. There will always be reasons to quit, reasons to give up, and reasons to settle for less than what you truly want. But success comes to those who can stay focused, who can block out the noise, and who can keep their eyes on the prize. Harvey's success didn't come from taking shortcuts or giving up when things got tough. It came from his unwavering focus on his goals and his determination to keep moving forward no matter what. In the end, persistence is the most important ingredient in achieving success. It's not about being the smartest, the most talented, or the most fortunate. It's about being the one who refuses to give up, who keeps going when everyone else has quit, and who understands that success is a journey that requires hard work, resilience, patience, and focus. So when the road gets tough, when obstacles seem insurmountable, remember that persistence is the key to overcoming them. Keep going and you'll find that success is not as far away as it seems.